Alright, so 2018 is finally here. It's a new year, new channel style, everything, and most importantly, new movies are coming out that I can review and cannot wait to see. I mean, yeah, we've got Infinity War, Black Panther, Aquaman, Solo, A Star Wars Story, which could be really hit or miss. And my second most anticipated movie of the year is A Quiet Place, that John Krasinski movie where him and his family have to be quiet because something's hunting them. We don't know what it is. That trailer completely blew me away. I thought it was awesome, and I can't wait to see this movie because I'm a massive fan of like mysterious, crazy movies that don't give anything away in a trailer. Now you're probably wondering if that's my second most anticipated movie of the year, what's my most anticipated movie of the year? Well, I'm glad you asked, because what if I told you there was a film coming out in just 4 months? We don't have a poster, a trailer, anything. It's that mysterious of a film, and it's called God Particle, also known as Cloverfield 3. What's up guys, I'm Jacob Suggs and welcome back to another video. I have been wanting to make a video out of this for a long time now. I've wanted to discuss this in depth for a while, and just being a massive fan of the Cloverfield universe and the films established in said universe, I can't wait to talk about this. God Particle is part of the Cloverfield franchise by Bad Robot and Paramount Pictures, which is a modern day kind of Twilight Zone of sorts that started in 2008 with Cloverfield and continued in 2016 with the release of Dan Trachtenberg's 10 Cloverfield Lane. And we all know that J.J. Abrams, who produced both films when he's not directing, you know, space battles and Star Wars and stuff like that, the man loves posing questions. I mean, just go watch his TED Talk on the mystery box, and you'll find it's literally his favorite thing to do with any movie that he makes. I love both of these films, and honestly, both are some of my favorite movies ever made. Cloverfield, directed by Matt Reeves, tells a big story in a small way, and 10 Cloverfield Lane is a non-stop thrill ride that's very contained and a very intense movie. You probably remember a lot more about that one, considering the film was released literally 3 months after the trailer dropped with 13 hours. They made a film completely in secret, and that's kind of insane. Then again, nobody was really expecting that for a few reasons, because Cloverfield was 8 years ago by that point, and J.J. Abrams once again was too busy making Space Wars. And both of these films had a very quote-unquote hush-hush production, with 10 Cloverfield Lane coming from a script originally entitled The Cellar, which I've actually read. It's not half bad. It's very similar to 10 Cloverfield Lane, but also very different. The ending's completely different. If you want to read the script, link in the description down below. It's actually pretty alright. And eventually the film was held under the fake title Valencia, which ironically is one of the titles on the songs of the score for the original soundtrack for 10 Cloverfield Lane, which is also a really cool little Easter egg. And the film was kind of rewritten into a Cloverfield movie during production, and it was actually rewritten by Damien Chazelle partially, who went on to direct one of the best musicals in my favorite film of 2016, La La Land. And the same thing was actually done with J.J. Abrams' personal film Super 8 that came out in like 2011, and that film's not directly related to the Cloververse or Cloverfield, whatever you want to call it, but I do feel like it was worth mentioning here because it did have a viral marketing campaign, and the film did have an alternate reality game attached to it, or an ARG. In case you didn't know, these films do something called a viral marketing campaign, to where you connect with people online to discuss these mysterious movies. Bad Robot creates these fake websites for fake companies like Tagerato, which is an oil drilling company and kind of a miscellaneous company that does a lot of different things, as well as Slusho, which is a slushy company, and if you've seen Cloverfield, you know that Slusho is the company that Rob, the main character, is actually going to work for in Japan. So it's a really cool Easter egg that J.J. Abrams puts in the majority of his movies. Hey Houston, what's up?
Hey, man, what's up?
I'm recording a video about God Particle.
Hey.
Yeah. As well as companies like Slusho, which is a fictional slushy company that J.J. Abrams puts as an Easter egg in all of his movies, as well as the company that Rob in Cloverfield is actually going to go work for. If you've seen Cloverfield, you kind of know where I'm getting at here. Both corporations and these websites play minor contributions to these movies, but they also do a really good job of developing the characters indirectly, as well as developing hype for the movies. Alright, but that's kind of a basis on the previous two films, so let's talk about God Particle, or as it's known now, Untitled Cloverfield Movie 3. Yeah, I don't know what this movie's called anymore. I'm just gonna call it God Particle because that's what people have been calling it for years now, as well as the script that I originally read for God Particle, which, before it was transported to Bad Robot for rewrites and stuff, it was an original script called The God Particle, so once again, if you want to read that, link is probably going to be down in the description below if I can find it. In all honesty, I don't know hardly anything about this film, and really nobody else does. All we really know is that J.J. Abrams has come out and said that yes, this 100% is a Cloverfield movie, and he's also been on record for saying that if they were lucky enough to make a third Cloverfield movie, they could make a really cool film that could connect the two films that have been previously made together in a really unique, fun, and interesting way, which I absolutely want to see. You don't need to watch Cloverfield to see 10 Cloverfield Lane. You don't need to watch 10 Cloverfield Lane to see Cloverfield. These movies are an anthology that are very loosely connected, but I do want to see a way that kind of bridges the two films together in a really cool way. The only thing that we really actually have for this movie is a synopsis for the film that came out a long time ago. It's very vague, it's weird, but it does sound really interesting, so cue the cool music with the synopsis typed out now. And yeah, that was the synopsis of the movie. That's literally all we have. No poster, no trailer, no nothing. I don't have any clips to put over this stuff. I gotta be really exciting now to make things not boring. Now, the film is being directed by a Nigerian filmmaker named Julius Ona, who really hasn't done anything major now, but then again, 10 Cloverfield Lane was also Dan Trachtenberg's first kind of major feature film, so I do admire these films for giving young independent filmmakers a chance to make something awesome. That's part of the reason why I love these movies, because in case you didn't know, I'm an independent filmmaker. And now we kind of get into the release date of this movie, which is the most vague and weird thing that I've probably ever had when researching a film. Literally, I've been keeping track of this film for a long time, waiting for it to come out, and by this point, I don't even know when it's coming out. The film was originally slated for a February 24th, 2017 release, but then was eventually moved to October 27th, 2017 later that year. In July 2017, however, it was announced that God Particle was delayed until February 2nd, 2018. And by this point, it's January 3rd, 2018 when I'm making this video, and you would think, oh cool, it's just a month away, we know nothing, that might actually be awesome. But nope, last night it was announced that it's going to move to 420 Blaze It to open alongside that Dwayne Johnson movie about the giant monkey, which now I'm torn because I want to see that movie. Ironically, it's gonna suck, but I'm looking forward to Rampage. Honestly, I don't really know who to trust about this movie anymore, and I don't know which sources are truly credible when it comes to talking about God Particle, or Cloverfield 3 for that matter. I honestly do believe, though, that this is a solid move by Bad Robot and Paramount Pictures, because if people know when your movie is going to drop, it kind of ruins the surprise of it coming so unexpectedly to begin with. And that's kind of what they want to do. They want to generate hype by viral marketing and ARGs and these really crazy, mysterious things. And we kind of know that a third Cloverfield movie is coming out, but now the mystery is, when is it coming out? I mean, this thing started filming in like 2016. It's done with production. It's in post-production. Maybe it's being converted for IMAX, which that's been rumored and speculated for a while, and I'm pretty sure that it will come out in IMAX. Also, 10 Cloverfield Lane came out in IMAX, so it's kind of a solid bet. I'm looking forward to this movie because I love mysterious movies that are really vague. You don't know what it's about, which is why I'm looking forward to A Quiet Place, which that's not a Cloverfield movie. Why do some people think that it is? I don't understand. I do want to mention one more thing, though. Bad Robot does have another film coming out this year called Overlord, which may or may not be a Cloverfield movie. I'm gonna play the synopsis again under some sick anime beats, so here we go. Yeah, I don't know if it's a Cloverfield movie or what, but either way that sounds awesome and I can't wait to see that too. But God Particle is my most anticipated film of 2018. It's a really vague, mysterious film that I know nothing about, If you want to know more about it and talk more about it with fans who really appreciate this series and are looking forward to this film, I'm a massive fan of the subreddit Cloververse, which they talk about Cloverfield movies and speculate about the films. It's a great community and I really love it, and yeah, I just love talking on that community. That being said, are you a fan of Cloverfield? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I'm Frame by Frame. Remember the name. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.